Oh, the music doesn't last long enough. Hello and greetings. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a good time. I'm late to stream by like a half hour. Like an entire half hour am I late to stream, but I'm here nonetheless. I have been chewing through my breakfast as fast as I can because eating whenever you have lipstick on is unpleasant. So you know what you get? You get me eating the rest of my breakfast. Pull this camera back. Oh, I haven't pulled this thing out of the closet in an age. I'm really jealous because it's really cute. Well, I hope you enjoy. You get to watch me put on lipstick today too, because I'm gonna finish eating my breakfast before I put any of that stuff on. You're a weird person, Strife, and yet you have still shown up. There is absolutely nothing wrong with a little bit of masquerade. NB, what are you doing? You said that there was no tip coming. Next picture, motherfucker. All right. This puts me in an awkward situation. I have the next picture. I have not prepped the next picture, as in I haven't done color balancing and stuff on it yet. So, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to take a rain check. I promise I will get to it. I promise I will get to it. And there's no way that I won't. Wait until it's finished, no biggie. I'm thankful for the patience, you know? That's why you need matte dry lipstick. There are lipsticks made for that. Well, I don't know if it's the right type, but I did put the type of lipstick that you suggested onto the throne. If this is your Halloween costume, I'm keeping my... Linda, that's just unnecessarily rude. We know you're good for it. We know you're good for it. Well, that's good because, like, I do enjoy taking those pictures and I do enjoy showing off. If the last stream wasn't, if the last stream wasn't an indication of anything. You just dropped the vacuum. Please tell me that it was like a stand-up vacuum, that it wasn't very much that you just dropped and not like an enormous, not like an entire hand vac. We're all weird here. You lied about the tip. Just the tip. Venus. Venus. No, it's like 10 pounds, but it definitely slid across the floor and it sucks. Well, of course it sucks. It's a vacuum. What do you expect it to do? Blow? My back is so fucked from getting ready from this party. You sound a bit like Tev. I have to actively. She has a bad back, okay, and I have to go through the trouble of giving her massages fairly frequently just to basically, you know, break up her muscles a little bit. Hello, Kia Camper. Greetings and welcome to the stream. Yes, it's a touch of maid. Maid tonight. Crummy back buddies. Like, Tev will ask me for back rubs, and then there are other times where I'm like, you should get a back rub. It's been too long. She's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, no, we're doing one. And then once I'm done, she's like, oh my God, I need that. I was like, why do you keep turning them down? Why? And it's partially because before meeting me, she had to just live with the back pain. So Hub doesn't like giving them. I can understand that. I don't really like giving the back rubs either, but it's not about me. So can I rescind my tip? No, it's already in me. Ooh la la. NB, you are being way too kind. Thank you very much for the subscription. Venus, enjoy it, and NB, it's good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money. Man, oh man. I'm almost through with it. This is actually the last of my bread. I didn't have the time today. I made the hard decision the other day to not make bread today, despite the fact that this is the last of the bread that I made last week. And what incredible bread it is. It is it's pumpkin spice. It's whole wheat pumpkin spice. You're going to have to buy bakery bread just like us peasants. I have normal bread in the house. I buy the stuff and I use it. It's just my breakfast. I specifically make this bread for my breakfasts. And it's a good way to start the day without eating basically something that's like a super processed or whatever. Two thick slices of my homemade wheat bread, and I'm good to go for the morning. You know, like I'm good to go for the next 3-5 hours, depending on how active I am. Given that my mornings are both mostly just sitting in front of the computer working, it's more than enough. It makes me feel full, and I don't feel compelled to snack or anything. Then once I get around to lunch, I usually have an apple. And that's it. That's all I have. And after I have that, then I get into, that's usually after I get into my normal job, which involves, you know, plenty of walking around and everything. So I try to be very careful about how much I'm eating in a day. And I have certainly done a terrible job of that this week because I'm on vacation. I have gained a decent amount of weight this week just because it's vacation. Venus, Your use of emotes in relation to bread makes a whole lot of sense, and I'm rather entertained by it. Man, that's almost an entire cup of coffee with that bread. Of course, I needed it. It's basically getting on the stale side. Okay. Pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. Thank you for the reminder. The body craves sustenance. Ah, what's food? What's food but something that makes you go? All right, chat. Before we actually get into the adventure and extravaganza, I'm going to go ahead and take the camera here. I'm going to turn the filter off for it. Because color correction, it's good for most of the time. Look at me. I am not popping the way that I was. Believe it or not, a lot of the wonderful colors on my stream are a product of post-processing. Would you like to see a full body shot? Would you like to do a body shot? Chat, speak to me. Please, speak to me. No? It's okay, Linda. I understand that this isn't necessarily your thing. No filter, Strife is still fly. Ooh, scandalous. Spin, spin, yay. Exactly. You spin me right round, baby. Right round like a record, baby. You got to see a touch, just not very much, but just a touch of my scandalous under layer. Just the stockings, though. Okay. Do you think it's time for us to get into the game? We gotta go. We gotta return to Static Dread today, and frankly, I am super ready to get on with this game because like it's going somewhere. I'm very interested to see where the event, or I'm curious to see where the story takes us. Go ahead and fix this camera up. My mobility is like absolutely restricted because of the costume. These puffy sleeve, like this is an XXL costume, and yet it just barely fits me. All right, like always, what I've got to do is I've got to get all the fish out of the box. And I have to figure out what I'm going to eat. So, who is at the door? Oh dear, cultist.
Hello, Keeper. Unfortunately, the soldiers who'd set up camp near the village won't be able to deliver you supplies anymore. However, we are prepared to take care of you. Refuse. A reckless choice. I hope you can manage on your own.
What is this cult of yours?
Soon, the Great Old One will rise from the depths, awakened by the aurora. And the world will be forever changed. We must prepare it for this transformation.
Did you kill all the soldiers?
They wanted to destroy the island and the sacred obelisk of the Great Old One. We could not allow that. They seek to stop the world from changing.
Are you watching me?
When the time comes, the Keeper will show the way to a new world. So it was written in the sacred book, hidden in the world beyond world. Hidden in the world beyond worlds.
All right.
You have an important role, and we cannot argue that, Keeper.
Goodbye.
We are watching you, Keeper.
How lovely. Like, really, really lovely. Okay, so they murderized all the soldiers. All the soldiers are laying in front of the statue. The cultists are performing their rites again. There is now a scarecrow in the distance. It wasn't there before. Its clothes resemble a uniform. Not great. Not a great outcome. $297. I don't think anybody's gonna... Well, the mushroom woman may come round again. She might come round. I'm not getting anything that'll give me a boost of energy. I don't think. I could eat the pistachios and have the drink, but I don't think anything else here is capable of giving me energy. So it's not even worth it if I can't get the boost, you know? So, first time seeing this game. What's the plot? The plot is papers, please, but you're the lighthouse keeper. If that does not make any sense, basically you have to check people's documents. Oh, right, I left that down there for a reason. A rather comfortable locker. Okay. I gotta get all the lights on. Come in, Keeper. My name is Hugh Bennington, and I'm running this town now. Those dome-headed freaks managed to take down the pride of the American fleet, and now they want my city. I read about it in the paper and decided, not on my watch, you bastards. You're running the city? Yes, I gathered civilians, military remnants of the Coast Guard, and sheriff's men. We decided to put an end to this once and for all. We've been hunting down cultists all day, and we hanged every last one in the town square. Black Fort is the dock for our Lord and Savior, and I'm personally making sure it stays that way. What about the administration? Local government? When dark times come, you have to be strong. Those pitiful politicians only get in the way. So, we sent them all home. My boys know how to protect Black Fort, and we will. Defense. The fleet suffered a heavy defeat. The aircraft carrier Tempest sank, and Black Fort Harbor was left without naval cover. The city council announced full mobilization. Barricades are to be built at the waterfront. Anti-tank spikes and anti-aircraft gun emplacements to be installed in the streets, and schools to be converted into medical centers. Citizens are ordered to stock up on water and stay close to the underground shelters, while volunteers for the construction of the defense line are expected at the former Port Administration building. Oh boy. Are you staying with me all night? Of course not. I've still got plenty to do, Keeper, but I had to meet you. To tell you that Hugh Bennington is counting on you. Together, we'll protect our city. That's all from me. Activate the lighthouse, and this young fellow here will be working with you. Great. Let's check the frequencies. 237. That one makes no sense. So frequency. Quiet noise. Please, where are you? Nothing. Daddy, I love you so much. Sweetie? Please. Someone respond. Can you hear me? No. Okay, can't reach my family. The deputy, 757. Nothing from the deputy. 150 and 388. So... Doesn't look like there's anything on 150. Okay. Hello, Ratchet. Here's your kibble. Let's hope that you actually enjoy it. Dog may not be evil. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that the dog's not evil. Oh boy. Okay. I have to get myself fed and everything. So how do we go about restoring or pumping up my my sanity here? Let's eat the minor fish that improve sanity first. Okay, so take one of the canned foods. All right, so that's everything. That's all the fish. Now let's do a touch of fishing and pick up where we left off. Oh boy, looking kind of evil out today. I'm on day 11. There are 15 days to get through. Back. Chaos. What did I miss? You missed me showing off my whole costume. I stood up. I did a spin. I may have even flashed the camera slightly. Cultists killed the soldiers on the island. Blackford is now under Jesus' control or something. Yeah, it does kind of sound like the man of the church decided to seize control. The military and the politicians failed. Also, NB watch streak, currently on a 5-stream streak. Well, thank you very much for being around to be able to get a streak that long. I hope that you enjoy running by as you streak. Hello, Sage Windwalker. Frankly, if you think that this costume that I'm wearing is cute, just wait until you see the last costume that I'll be wearing on Monday. I want to get at least 3 fish today. Did you say Monday was Red Riding Hood? Well, you'll have to show up on Monday to find out. I remember when I initially got the Red Riding Hood costume. It was, it was years ago, and I was playing Resident Evil 7 while wearing it. My God. I think the few clips where I'm wearing that outfit, that are on my channel, I did accidentally, the skirt was hoisted a little bit. You got a little bit of a sight of, what was going on below. So the reason I ask is because I just found out that my brother and his husband are going to be the big bad wolf in Red Riding Hood. I'm assuming that your brother is going to be Red Riding Hood. Given the fact that, you've spoken on a couple of different points that, your brother's the top, his husband's going to be Red Riding Hood. That's a surprise, because you told me your brother was doing, the drag shows once upon a time. So. Hello, Gainer Poets. How you doing? Hello. Sorry I'm late, but look at the stream uptime. I was not the only one. Yes, you were not the only one who was late, unfortunately. Oh, they both did it. Drag, I think, is just something they kind of do as an initiation, right? I'm just trying to catch 3 fish. I got 2. I'm just waiting for the 3rd one. But the game is being very difficult on me. Did you try asking nicely? For what? Like a pinup picture from me? Where, I'm basically standing on top of a fan? You can see my garters? Were you talking about getting a bite from the fish? Yeah, fishy. Please bite. Please. Soothing ocean noises from the deep will leave you. Surprised the game hasn't made the fish fucked up. Frankly, I think that the fish are basically the only way to keep yourself good in this game, specifically because the people who sell stuff to you and the manner in which your pay comes to you is so hackneyed because things keep happening to people. But you are right. To some degree, I'm surprised I'm not dredging up horrors of the deep. But then again, I'm fishing on the surface, so nothing deep would be coming out to bite. And there, that's the end of my first cup of coffee. I'm gonna have to fill it up before I start the night. Harry Dresden would beg to differ. Who's Harry Dresden? Well, I don't know that anybody hanging around is interested in anything that I have on underneath today, but by word, I recall somebody making some sort of a statement that they would, if they were ever going to drop a hundo, they would do it whenever I'm in costume. You know what? I prepared myself. I have the right type of things on for hundos. I can be proud of myself, too. You haven't read the Dresden File novels. Clearly not. Speaking of, have you considered playing Dredge? No, I have not considered playing Dredge. I would need to look at the store page for it. Things in the game change, so NPCs change their prices. Capitalism. Oh no, it's not that. It's not just that. It's the fact that the people who will sell stuff to you keep changing, because depending on your actions, some of them will just straight up die and never come back. Well, maybe I'm just not gonna get anything. Oh, I did get 3 fish? Here I thought I only got 1. Okay, well I guess I'm fine to go. Okay, got the lights on. Gotta get those lights on. Should probably check the upstairs, make certain that our friend is still there. Yep, he's still hanging around. Things are very, very red. Oh, right, we should probably check the priest down in the guest room here. Guest room's around the corner.
Huh?
God bless you, Keeper. The heretics are raging, Keeper. Watch those ships close, do your job, and good things will come your way. What the heck is this? A strange mechanism with 3 cube-shaped holes is built into the fireplace. I am not doing shit with that. The more I interact with things in this goddamned lighthouse, the more I'm finding that whoever was here before me decided to bend a knee to the freaking old one. And that's not what we do on my watch. How many dogs are there? It's just the one dog. That's just it. I let the dog in, and every single time I talk to the dog, look, the text is red. ... The dog is happy. ... Pet. The dog wags his tail happy. It's always red. Scratch his ear. Woof woof. Good boy. His nose twitches comically. His words are always red. Stair lights? That's just it. Whenever I turn the stair lights on, the night begins. Bend the knee? Oh, well, it's a good thing that you said bend the knee. I thought you were going to ask me to bend something else. That's kind of difficult whenever it's standing up straight. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person. Oh, hey, I can fix my cam now. Turn my filters back on. Everything pops so much more. Okay. If not friend, why friend-shaped? Good question. Here's the thing. I have nothing to prove that the dog is actually a threat. I'm just very, very uncertain. Who are you and what have you done with William Strife? Gainer Poet? I don't know what you're talking about. Hello, Ratchet. Okay, I need to get a refill on my coffee before we start here. Oh, that is wildly hot coffee.
I've made you some coffee, master.
Nope, can't hold that. Can't hold it. Too hot. Whoo-wee, that is hot coffee. Found a cool mug that will change color with the temperature and has a poison apple from Snow White on it. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think I got that good without messing with the headband. Okay, there we go. Curtsy. Yes, yeah, I'll curtsy. I'll curtsy all day long. And maybe if I get enough, and maybe if somebody had deep enough pockets, I could show off even more. You use powder creamer instead of liquid creamer? I don't have a small fridge up here. Liquid creamer does go bad. You have to keep it refrigerated. So it makes more sense to have powdered creamer in the office. I face criticism for this from many people. Okay, it's F for flashlight. Okay. Double check that Cthulhu didn't do anything stupid. Try to start some shit. Okay, respond. Black Fort Port here, Keeper. We have absolutely no idea what to expect. The military's been defeated. The cultists are gaining strength. After last night's attack, we need to help all the survivors, sending instructions for tonight. Who is this Hugh? Okay, check the depth charts and guide ships according to their size. Guide suspicious ships to Blighted Reef for inspection. Other ships must be guided to their designated ports. If the port is unreachable, guide them to Blackfort. Okay. Who is this Hugh? He owns the meat factory on the edge of town. He used to help the sheriff, and when Tempest went down, he stepped out into the town square and slit the throat of one of the cultists in front of everyone like a pig. Wow. Okay, so the guy who runs the meat factory killed a cultist in cold blood because he's a freaking butcher. So, you trust this local militia? What choice do we have? Sure, these patrols look more like bandits. They'll pick a fight over anything. They'll search homes without a warrant, sometimes harass women, but we've got no one else left. What if the cultists attack the town? We'll do our best to fight back. Their strength is at sea. I think it'll be harder for them in the city. Otherwise, they'd have overrun us already. All right, I'll do my part. Let's hope we make it through. Right, check the desk. Move the instructions over here. And we have depth. This is awfully strange. Okay, maximum ship draft. 30, 15, 8, and 3 meters. Okay. Someone's at the front door. Keeper. Oh my god, the deputy. I managed to sneak into the Elder's library and found something that can help us. These are the cult's records. They speak of how the cult once fought against a keeper who stole the Necronomicon from them. That book contains knowledge that could end the aurora. The cult fought the old keeper? According to the records, the old keeper used the power of their god, which interfered with its awakening. They tried to stop him, but it was too late. How can the book end the aurora? In the past, the cult already tried to summon their god during an aurora, but the previous lighthouse keeper stole the book and was able to seal it, preventing the aurora from reaching full power. His journals are the key to everything. It is very difficult to follow all those connections, but I will try. Okay, She just came and said what she needed to say, and now she's gone. I guess that's cool. Someone's calling. Keeper, face the truth. The city is rotten. They must learn the will of the Great Old One. You can show them to the light. Cool, whatever you say there, pal. Must be the game shadings. Stupid graffiti. Is there anything else inside of my humble abode? Rhythmic buzzing. Short rhythmic chords. 6, 22, 15, 5, 7. The Great Old One watches over us. We must bring the Great Old One's gift to the city. We must open their eyes. Everyone in the city is afraid of you. People in Blackfort are too superstitious. They simply refuse to accept us. They can't accept the new world. Who were you before the transformation? I was an empty shell. Now I'm filled. Right, okay, so we have military individuals. Draft 9. What was this? Guide suspicious ships to Blighted Reef. Okay, so we sent in you to the Blighted Reef. Draft 9. Which puts you squarely in the dark blue. We can't send you to the shallows. So this is kind of difficult to read. Shit, man. So this should be Blighted Reef right here. Not too difficult. Okay. I think I got that. See whether or not the game punishes me for this action. We don't send cultists into the city. The path is clear, Keeper. The people must trust in the truth. I don't think I'm getting penalized for much of anything these days.
You went in there, didn't you? I didn't give you permission, Keeper. Ain't right stepping into someone else's home. Ain't right taking what's not yours. That rude little boy is gonna pay for this.
What is the Necronomicon?
Don't go sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. I'm warning you. Everything in this time. In its time, Keeper.
I'm starting to think that the person contacting me is the old lighthouse keeper. Sounds like we got someone at the door. Double check for graffiti really fast. So are you ready? Ready for what? Soon, a lot will become clear to you. You've almost accepted the truth. But are you ready for it? You're especially talkative today. Oh, sorry, Keeper. We honestly didn't know where to go. We've become complete strangers in the village. Everyone there's worshiping the sea now. It's time for us to stay at the lighthouse, Keeper. Yeah, all right, come in. Thank you. Like, initially they were giving me nothing but the big creepy, you know? Oh, the deputy's here. Okay, so the mother and the child. Oh no, have they taken up residence in my basement? Oh, Misty's down here. I forgot about
Oh.
that. Jeez. Wrecking my style here. Yeah, stay the fuck out of my house. You're not allowed in here. Lights are still on. Cthulhu Fidi? Anything? No? Okay, cool. Everything's fine. Okay. Let's check. Come in. Thank you for the light. Can you guide us? Are you doing okay? All good. Anything interesting at sea? Let's not talk about it, please. Okay, let's check his documents. Okay, cold tide, draft 2. He can get through the shallow of water. 017403 9588. Okay, that looks good. Cody Miller. Accurate picture. Okay, where was he going? Arkham. Okay, so he's from Arkham. That means he can only get to. We can only send him black for it. And because of the size of his vessel, we can send him through whatever channel we want to. Thank you, Lighthouse. We're on our way. Lights of the harbor in sight. So, where have our kind friends who we just accepted in? Where have they gone? Not in the basement. Here they are. It's mighty dry in here, Keeper. We're thinking we're close. A good thing we're close by. Maybe you know how to get rid of the aura? The Aurora has nothing to do with us. It just happened. Now we gotta survive it. Oh, hush. You'll always talk like this. Like it's the end of the world, young man. Maybe you know how I can find my family. You'll find them real soon. Don't you worry. Family's the most important thing we got. Maybe you know what to do with the darkness. You made it 11 days and still don't know? Just keep that light burning, Keeper. More Cthulhu Fidi. Come in, Lighthouse. Oh my, am I really seeing your light? So I've made it off this damn island? Oh, the sheriff. How did you survive? We pursued the Elder to his island until we realized that they were the ones pursuing us. He sank several ships and we split up. We went our separate ways and tried to shake them off for several days. And yesterday, the military launched an attack. God, how grateful am I for their cover. We lost a lot of good guys, but it's something we figured out. But it seems we figured out how to fight them. Well, the military lost to the cultists. They clearly underestimated the cult. Now we must learn from this mistake. The cultists are stronger than anyone could have imagined. We must hold on. I think I can make it to the harbor with your light, Sheriff. With your light, Sheriff out. Looks like Misty wants something. Keeper, there's an entire library in the basement. It seems that the old Keeper has assembled an entire library on the occult and the dark arts. And after him, Jackie's mother, Eleanor, studied all of this. The records also mention the Aurora. Are you saying everything is connected? The lighthouse definitely plays a key role in all these events. The old Keeper mentioned the Aurora and a book many times. Did the old Keeper cause the Aurora? I can't say for sure. It seems like he used it as a trigger, or wanted to use it. It's so hard to figure out, but he disappeared just during the Carrington event, the previous powerful aura. It's possible that what he did with the lighthouse created this aura, or he simply attempted to use it. I'll need more time, but I'll get to the truth. how is this going to help us? We need to figure out how the lighthouse is connected to the aura. Perhaps the answer isn't on the island, as I thought before. Perhaps the answer is right here under everyone's nose. I'll get to the bottom of this. I can't do it. I'll get to the bottom of this. I can do it. Keep working. I'll study the papers. Hello, Doomsday. How do? You are well, I hope. Distorted signal. This is Captain. A situation with Ares. We are 6 crew, the rest are dead. Inform, we need, repeat. Fly Sigma B encryption. Come on, come on. This is Captain Schmidt calling all naval vessels. They're already coming through. There was a situation with the propulsion system. Blood and bodies everywhere. Call sign USS Ares submarine nuclear weapons. We are dead in the water. Only 6 crewmates left, though I'm not sure they still... The rest are dead. Inform command. We've encountered something. It got in here. It killed them all. We need help. I don't know how long I'll last. We've released the remote detonation buoy. Frequency 18.9.
Ooh la la.
The signal is severely distorted and disappears. Someone's knocking at the front door. Get my coffee in. More Cthulhu Fidi. Getting a lot of visitors today. How are you holding up, darling? I was wandering through the woods and found myself by the lighthouse. Maybe you want to buy some shrooms? Can you tell me my fortune, maybe? Ain't much need for fortune telling. You got bandits in the city, fish folk on the island, and out at sea? Out at sea, there's them soldiers still breathing, darling, sailing towards the bandits, wanting to whack 'em on the noggin. Aren't you afraid to wander around? Well, the bomb's done fallen, so now's a good time to harvest. Feeling like Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Take a look at the mushrooms. I think I accidentally locked myself into a safe spot without knowing it. Got a heap of mighty big choices to make around here. Get the fuck out of my lighthouse. Bullshit. Thank you so much for that subscription there, Cortex. It's good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money. Great to have you along for the ride. Welcome to the stream and enjoy yourself while you're here. 50 months on a 50-month streak. That's a long time. Holy moly. Man, that's like more than 4 years. What's going on with the graphic? Did you let the monster in again? No, I never let the monster in. But things go wrong. fix the light up top. Lights are on. Lights are on. Pictures have been disturbed. Behooves me to keep this place as tidy as possible. There are some things that just don't belong on my wall, though, like pictures of Cthulhu. Pictures of Cthulhu do not belong on the walls in this freaking lighthouse. Okay. Interference, noise, indistinct mumbling. Keeper, do you copy? The Admiral is dead. I'm in charge of the harbor now. Guide us to Blackfort. We have to get everything organized. How did you survive? We have several dozen ships with us. We spent the whole day gathering them in the harbor. Some survived the carrier explosion. Others escaped to nearby islands. We have to reestablish contact between Blackfort and the outside world. What are you planning to do? We cannot deal with cultists using brute force. We have a plan. We're going to evacuate as many people as we can. We'll also announce a full mobilization to defend the city during the evacuation. I need a navigation form. Yeah, of course. Setting it now. Interference. Keeper, this is Don Duali. I apologize for the interference with your work, but Mr. Bennington will be very unhappy if the ship with the soldiers reaches Blackfort, especially with all their panic narratives sending them away from the harbor. Send them away from the harbor. The city must stand on its own. I hate to say it, but I think that the guide us to Blackfort. We must reorganize the evacuation from the harbor. The new leadership in the city wants to resist the cultists. Under martial law, all power falls under military command. They can cover the retreat, but the city must be evacuated. You just want to run? We must retreat to the forces on the mainland, where people will be safe. The Admiral wanted to detonate nuclear missiles. I have access to the submarine. But the launch codes were destroyed with him. Maybe that's for the best. We'll make it to the mainland and be able to launch a tactical strike on the island with a warhead. But the harbor must be completely evacuated. So I've got a unique situation here. Draft 14. Okay, so he can just squeak into some of these slightly more shallow waters. Colonel Edwards. 09960 32852. Okay. All of his documents check out. So he wants to go to Blackfort, but I could send him to the Blighted Reef. I think I'm going to send him to the Blighted Reef. For some reason, I just trust the normies. I'm not certain of the. Wait a minute. Is that okay? Yeah, that's good. Ordnance received. I'm siding with the new authority in the city. Martial law be damned. Ah, my painting. Little fishy. Graffiti. Who's bothering now?
Glory to the great old one. Accept his gift.
No.
He's watching you, Keeper. Glory to the great old one.
That courier has definitely seen better days. A shaggy creature stands among the trees. It looks greedily at the light of the lighthouse. Oh, that's wonderful. There's like a werewolf or something. Or a lichen. The statue's eyes seem to be glowing. The corpses are lying on the ground. Stakes with military helmets have been placed around the village. Great. Not interested in being gutted like a pig? No! No, I do not! And frankly, somebody who steps up during a time of panic and comes up with a plan of something. I don't know. It sounds... I don't know that I'm making the right choices here, okay? I'm particularly bad at making these choices in these games. I think the maid needs a maid. Did you hear what the guy is saying? He wants to take over the whole city now. They say he's gathering everyone who's interested in new opportunities. Me and the guys from Block 7 are going to the port today. They say there will be military warehouses to take. Oh, great. Did I make a big mistake and basically side with the drug dealer? The maid is dealing with eldritch entropy. Yes. Signal received. The great old one has granted us truth. Hurry, Keeper. Don't let them capture us. You're a threat to the city. We only bring a new world, Keeper. Do you remember your past life? I was an empty shell. Now I'm filled. Man, I don't even have to freaking check your shit. Draft 10. Yeah, you're fine to go to freaking Blighted Grief. Nobody's getting to Black Fort tonight. Oh, wait a minute. I think we can do this just fine. Long live the new world. See the eyes poking through. No additional Cthulhu feeding. Navigation lights activated to sign watch. We conducted the third test of object. All subjects say they got exactly what they always wanted. Test subject 4, his voice was crying from happiness. I only approached, didn't touch it, but I felt like the pain left. Like something was pulled from me. Maybe that's it. The great old one is near, Keeper. We must show Blackfort true love. Do you really eat children? We only bring the new world. Aren't you afraid of losing yourself? It doesn't matter. God. Alright. 172742237. Okay. Well, I mean, you're right. You're in good terms there. I'm not sending cultists into the Grand City. Great, somebody's calling. Come on, Lighthouse. We managed to push back those little green freaks. The town's ours now. I thought all people were on the same side. Only some folks are cowards and traitors. They wanted to hand the town over to those cultists. Everyone knows we can't let that happen. Not an inch of our land goes to those mutants. Get some sleep, Keeper. Step by step, we'll make Blackfort stronger. Oh, man. Man, I just got through the night. Cool. Okay. Let's do a tiny bit of fishing. How's about we nuke the whole island? The military wanted to do that. Now they're dead in the water. Ah! 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 Oh! Such humor. Dead in the water? Ah! So entertaining. There's Cthulhu in the water. One more fish and then I'll call it a night. How was the week, chat? I hope that you had a good one. This is a pretty dialogue-heavy game. I can't really talk with you guys as much as I would prefer. And I can't really fill the air with just, like, generic conversation. Or you know, just banter, as it were. But that doesn't mean I'm not here for you. I'm listening. I can hang out. A little bit, anyway. Alright. What do we got here? September 2nd, 1859. The other side resembles my lighthouse, but it appears to be mirrored. In the center of the guest room is a pedestal with the book. It is unlike my manuscript. It is unlike any manuscript I have seen before. I do not recognize these symbols, but the more I look at them, the more meaning I begin to see. The book talks about rituals, creatures, and forces that exist outside of reality. Perhaps this is the last piece I've been missing. Mary's voice whispers in my head. She wants me to stay with her. She wants me to destroy Blackfort. Oh my. Oh, that's not good. How, unpleasant. Let's grab the hat. Keeper. Oh, what a joy. You're all right, my boy. It's complete chaos out there. Yes, dearie, these are dark times indeed. Our elder's gone completely mad. He wants to take morphine for himself. Can you imagine? I flew over the sea today and saw it all with my own eyes. What's the elder planning to do? Well, Morphin, the one who gives his blue blood to mortals, granting them primal rage. Now the elder plans to seize him from the dealers and give that power to his cultists. You're missing the simple truths working here, locked up like this. You need to be free. You need to be a free bird. What else did you see? The townsfolk are in complete despair. They're turning to the unworthy for salvation. The unworthy will stoop to the dirtiest methods. You'll see. Looks like they're so desperate they wouldn't mind shaking hands with Morphin himself. You got any mushrooms? So she's talking about the drug dealer. I'm low on funds, and there isn't really anything to take here. I'm going to have to close the shop. My mushrooms show the truth, Keeper. I've seen everything with them. All know it. I know it all. Well, I got to get back to work. Bye-bye, dearie. Maybe I'll go see if I can find anything else. What's going on outside of the windows? Branches are placed in a spiral on the ground. There's something like a totem in the center, turned towards the window. Not nice. Several cultists are holding on to the statue. All the villagers have gathered around in prayer. Not great. We'll eat one of those for the speed boost. Okay. That's a lot of fish that I had to just blast through. So... let's do a touch of extra fishing now. Going for night number 11. I just need to get 2 or 3 fish. One. It was okay. Last 2 days felt long. Having to do more tedious stuff only 2 days off is never fun. That is true. Oh, hello all. This is quite the costume, Strife. Oh, hello, Northern Pyro. Greetings. And yes, it is quite the costume. I hope you enjoy the view. Hello. Got a Kickstarter back yesterday. Really? What was it? Was it from Bad Dragon? Did you Kickstart Bad Dragon? Mostly have you on for background noise, and you have a great reading voice. Oh, thank you very much for that, Kia Camper. Her grip on that knife. Yeah, the Mushroom Lady's definitely got a bit of an iron grip on the knife. Fish addicts. Are we talking about the Bad Dragon School again? Oh my god. That's an idea right there. You take Bad Dragon products, you use them as names in a really trashy school setting story. D&D homebrew set. Oh, nice! That sounds like a whole lot of fun. I have a question. I wonder if my husband literally backed the same Kickstarter. It would be funny. There's a lot of the audience who plays D&D or just tabletop games in general. So I'm curious, chat, how what did you think of the last stream I did on Thursday? That special extra stream. Assuming that you came around for it. Not everybody comes around for those extra streams, you know? Sometimes it's just outside of your, schedule. There we go. Schedule. Yeah, that's the word for it. Come on. Bite already. Please bite. Please bite. Bite.
Ooh la la.
Whoa, Tatsu, thank you so much for the subscription. 67 months. That's a long time. Hi, Strife. Having fun fishing? Mm-hmm. I am. I'm baiting people. I honestly can't remember what was streamed. I remember attending for a bit, but nothing else, unfortunately. It was a purely just chatting stream. I had fun till my body said nope and I fell asleep. Oh my word. I have weekends off and don't get home till 5 p.m. Yeah, that would probably... I mean, I don't think that would completely preclude you from the extra stream that I did on Thursday, but at the same time, like, I totally understand not doing it. Like, not being available for it makes sense. Being too tired, missing it, those things usually happen. Usually crash upon getting home. Okay, that would totally make sense. It was different. It was definitely different. And basically having to follow through on being tempted and or called out by the viewer who is currently present. There's a viewer who is currently present who definitely was like, stop teasing me, I'm gonna throw down and call your bluff on everything. So I know that I have to be careful. I have to be careful these days. I am in a season where I can actually be called out now. So caution no longer goes to the wind. Yes, Venus, you are that is exactly the statement. Like, that says everything that needs to be said right there. Okay, I've got 3 fish. Let's see if we can get lucky and grab a 4th one. Because fish is basically the only way that I'm going to make any amount of... It's the only way that I'm going to eat now. Like, I am utterly and completely screwed going forward because I don't think that anybody's going to come around and give me my pay. Did you reset your goal? My goal is not technically reset, but, Wait, what do you mean, did I reset my goal? Do you mean, like, the subscriber statement right above my head? Because if that's the case, I usually, have to adjust it every single stream, so. People fall off faster than you would expect. No, the hundo. Oh, well, the hundo is technically reset now. The hundo is now technically reset. The minute that I get that next picture up, it will, like, basically... Are we on the next hundo? We are on the next hundo. We are on the next hundo. And there's nothing wrong with advances, basically, if you understand what I mean by that. Like, if someone was to drop a hundo today, I would follow through on what a hundo means. But that also contributes towards the picture, okay? So, like, I have a picture ready that's not quite ready to go. Like, it's been taken. I just have to clean it up, and then it gets published. But if I was to get, like, another hundo today, like a hundo all at once, that's, like, a special type of interaction. And then it would also mean I would have to get another picture to put out. And I've got ideas. I haven't done any I haven't done any photography since January because things just basically, they dried up, they stopped, which is fine. People aren't required to contribute to me. You're not required to contribute to me. In fact, I'm very, very grateful for all of the donos that I've gotten over the last month alone. Money hard. Yeah, money gets me hard too. Which is the reason why I sell for it. You know. Skank. Listen, if you want to put singles into my bikini straps, you can, and I'm not going to tell you no. No, I have cut myself off until next stream. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, that's for certain. I'm just letting you know that it is not necessary to maybe. Oh god, NB, you are. There is nothing more dangerous than a viewer with a disposable income. The sea just don't want to give anything up today. Well, I say that. It's already given stuff up. Let's see what we've got in here. I think it was only 3 fish. Mind. Another mind. And this is energy. So we've got weakness. Okay, so we have enough to max us ourselves out tomorrow on mind. 1, 2, and then that'll be 3, and then we can do Do any of these... I don't think any of these fish pull double duty. Yeah, so... let's just go for that extra 4th fish. I did have to spend mad bank at the grocery store. I think that this party has cost $400 in groceries. Yeah, that sounds about right. The one thing that I like about the decorations, though, is that you can spend a stupid amount of money on decorations, but if you're careful about what you're buying, it's all reusable stuff, so you can just redecorate every single year with it. Like, that's the whole story with Reginald back here. I didn't even get, like, the best things either. Everything was so expensive. Things are wildly expensive at the grocery store these days. Hello, Satan Rocker. Have you been here for a while, or have you just only spoken up now? I can't remember. We didn't buy any new decorations. I was purely talking about, like, the food from the party and alcoholic beverages. Man. So what do you go for alcoholic beverages? Are you talking about, like, stocking up on beers and ciders, or are you talking about, like, grabbing the hard liquor to go with, like, the 2 liter of cola or whatever? Hello, Ratchet. Not everyone is much for alcohol. Actually, I'm curious about that. How many people around here actually drink alcohol? Because there's a surprising number of people who come through to the streams that are teetotalers, you know? My husband is going to make a couple custom cocktails for it, and then we have some beer, and then I did buy some wine. Ah, yes, wine. The extra thing on the side that I always forget about, because wine just does not work with me. I get a headache almost immediately whenever I drink wine. I drink, but only occasionally. Social drinking, mostly. Some people like it, though? Oh, I don't have a problem with that. It's just, I always forget that wine exists because of how it affects me, you know? Social drinker here as well. Like, I don't get out often enough to do any drinking these days. I used to go to parties frequently. Of course, it was basically, like, parties with the same group of people repeatedly, but... Man, those were the days. But yeah, like I used to, you know, drink socially, and nowadays, quote unquote, social drinking is basically whenever I'm having a drink during a Saturday stream, because like that's the way that I get a decent amount of my socialization in. Your meds make you so sensitive to alcohol. Yep. That's a real serious danger. Where it's like, yeah, you age and then you get on medication, and the medication is like, well, you probably shouldn't take this with alcohol. There's a half decent chance that's the story, right? Social, or maybe nightcap once in a while, but usually smoke instead. Man, I gotta get my hands on some edibles. I am too sensitive to smoke. My lungs are just like ready to hack at the slightest hint of smoke. Visiting my boyfriend for the first time was an experience. What is that supposed to mean? You can't just lead with that and not have a story follow-up. Come on, I'm sitting watching a bobber on the water. I got time to listen. I could never smoke, never liked the smell. Man, smoking is one of those things where, like, the smell is just nostalgic to me. I've never taken up smoking because... Not for lack of trying, either. I've tried to take up smoking in the past, but it just never really worked for me because of how sensitive my throat is. Most I would ever do is a bottle of hard cider in the evening, but things are expensive, so no alcohol right now. It's... yeah. I literally went to the liquor store for my, We like there are liquor stores everywhere, but there's this particularly large liquor store in the area that I kind of have, like, it's not super out of the way, but it's a bit more out of the way than I prefer to go. So, whenever I have a vacation, I very specifically go to this larger liquor store because they're very large selection of beers and ciders. Okay, they have a big selection of beers and ciders, and it's basically they've set up inside of an old grocery store, and they're using all of the floor space. So they have a section for they have a whole section for IPAs, they have a whole section for stout beers, they have a whole section for ciders, they have a whole section for hard seltzers, etc. So they've just got a huge stock of just about everything that you could ever want. And whenever I'm on vacation, I'm like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna find a couple of 6-packs. And in this case, I think I bought 3 different 6-packs. I was like, I'm gonna buy 3 different 6-packs of craft beers to taste and enjoy. And that's been my indulgence over this holiday. But it cost me like $30 in total. Well, more than $30 for 3 6-packs. That's so much money for just a little, not even that much beer, you know? Ohio, one of the only things to do was drink. I was often a very tipsy Venus. What's not to like about a tipsy Venus? I don't think that I'm gonna get another bite, man. I don't think I'm gonna get another bite, and I'm gonna have to just live with the fish that I got. Right. Let's check that all of the lights are on. We don't want the house to be unilluminated. Well, Keeper, we held out yesterday. We'll hold out today, too. Oh, if only you saw those fish folk, how their soft little bones crunch when you string them up. We'll bring order to this harbor with our own hands, you hear me? All right, get to work. Yes, Mr. Bennington. Bennington's pretty harsh. He's doing what all those politicians are too weak to do. A lot of people say we should wait for something from the government. Wait for something for the government to help. We should take matters into our own hands. First, we'll hang all the cultists, then we'll cleanse their island. I don't recognize your voice. The guys at the port were too soft. They decided it was better to stay home. Or rather, Mr. Bennington decided. No one argued. We're the law now in the town and the port. About my family. I remember your request. I have assigned the case to my most responsible detectives. The sheriff's office is checking all leads right now. I'm sure they'll keep you posted on what they find out. If anything happens, it's under my personal control, so don't worry. The city will fight back. Hugh Bennington, a businessman and owner of several pig farms on the outskirts, has declared himself head of the city and announced the formation of the volunteer militia units. Armed civilians without insignia are already patrolling the streets, and roadblocks are being erected at the city's entrances. Residents are advised to carry identification and avoid going out after nightfall as much as possible. I feel like I've made a really big mistake here. That's it. Get to work. Don't get distracted. I've made a mistake. 237 for... Hello? Come in? Family? Static interference. Come in. Hello. Finally tuned in. Please repeat. I'm waiting for my family on this frequency. Oh, sorry. I'm not your family, of course. I was just looking for... You heard the military's in the harbor, right? I was scanning all frequencies trying to find something useful. Then I hear you calling out. Sorry. Hope you find your family. Strange that you're using this frequency. I thought it was reserved for technical transmissions. Keep her out. Well, damn. Okay, are we ready to do this? By sensitive, I mean I drink a glass, I get sleepy. If I drink too much, I could stop breathing. Oh, jeez. That's quite the divide to be dealing with. Not allowed breathing. Secret to long life. God. For God's sake. Okay. Let's check the basement real fast. What's this say? I want to believe. Oh, it's a reference. I like Misty. I like the color of her hair.
Oh.
Should we give one more shot to a single fish? I'm gonna give one more shot to a single fish. Instead of doing anything important yesterday, I just sat around and played Abiotic Factor. That is a game that is incredibly difficult to stop playing. Have you ever had a game where even if you beat it, you can't put it down? That's a really unusual thing for me. Once I beat a game, I just don't have any interest in ever playing it. You didn't pet the dog, you monster. The dog gives me the heebie-jeebies. Dog. Maybe if I could manage to finish it. That's a very real challenge. Sometimes you just can't finish a game. You put it down, and then before you know it, you just kind of never went back to it, for no good reason either. And you can't bring yourself to return to it. They're my emotional support unfinished games, dang it. Finished even. Do you have emotional support finished games? What about a game that like you've started so many times over? Like, do you have a game that you just constantly go back to and you keep starting over despite the fact that you have no good reason to keep starting it over? Vibes go off and I gotta wait for vibes to come back. I know what that's like. Sometimes I can be an instigator of underwear, and other times I just can't. And it's all vibe based, you know? Minecraft, I think, is the peak game for you to basically start up, play for a little bit, and then just kind of put down. A lot of time when I do return to a game, I find I have to restart due to being out of practice. That's a real common one as well. Thinking about costumes and whatnot that I have. And you know what just suddenly occurred to me that I actually have not done before? A tutu. Would that make any amount of sense? Out of practice or lost the place on that? Oh god, that's too real as well. Like, the whole process of, like, what the hell was I doing? Like, I put down Abiotic last night, and I was like, oh, hey, I left this sign, you know, this, like, whiteboard that I can put my, my message on in the base, and I hadn't been using it. And I was like, right, you know what I can do? I can take this sign, and I can put it right next to the entry door, and I can just write down what I'm supposed to do the next time that I play, and it'll be easy for me to see it and hopefully not miss. William, you need a fairy costume.
Fairy princess.
Maybe I do. What would a fairy princess costume look like? Would it be a tutu, or would it be something different? I've spoken more than once now about like a pink bodysuit that I have that it's kind of see-through, and a yellow chiffon skirt to go with it. So it's like I would need to put like I would need to buy pasties or something if I was going to wear it. And tutu, leotard, wings, and crown. Oh, in that case, like I. Wait a minute. What's a leotard? Okay, yes, that's a leotard. Basically, is a bodysuit, and it can vary. It can have sleeves or not have sleeves. Leotard versus leotard. Leotard is one-piece garment that covers the torso and legs from shoulders to ankles. Leotard only covers the torso and leaves the legs exposed. Okay. That's everything I need to know. Unlurking. It's one-piece dancing bodysuit. If that's the case, then I think I've got all I would need is the wings and the crown. And maybe some glitter to put on my face and then never be able to get rid of it because it's freaking glitter. Alright, I am done. I am done fishing. They are not biting. Let's get this party started, shall we? Please continue talking. Night 12. Alright, Keeper, let's get started. Our guys found some minefields left by the military while scouting the harbor. Ships need to avoid them. You can try sending cultists that way, though. Can we clear the mines? Who knows? There aren't any specialists left in town. And we don't have enough ships to send them into the... And we don't have enough ships to send them in to clear the way by blowing up. You want me to kill the cultists? It's simple, Keeper. Either we get them or they get us. Someone has to make the hard choices. NB, I thought that you were done donating and contributing. I thought you were being careful. Dance and gymnastics. Oh, man. Pardon me here. I had a single game, Lone Fungus, when I outright stopped playing due to unlocking multiple abilities back to back and had no idea where to use them. Okay, check the depth chart and guide the ships according to their size. Send all suspicious vessels to the Blighted Reef for inspection. Other ships must be guided to their designated ports. If the port is unreachable, guide them to Blackfort. Avoid minefields. Over and out. Check the desk. Keeper, I lost her. I can no longer smell her scent. As if she simply vanished into the darkness. I don't know how I can live without her anymore. What are you gonna do now? The cultists in the village, they promised they could help. That I'll be happy again if I accept their great old one. I think it's time for me to join them. Goodbye, Keeper. Oh, great. Wonderful. I should have asked him more questions if he was going to be a stupid idiot like that. He's going to come to try and kill me anyway. Bought a kigurumi for my Halloween costume. Nice. What type of a kigurumi is it? Neat. Bride of Frankenstein here. Oh. Speaking of fairy, I should get a new pick for my I should get a new pick of my tattoo eventually. Hey, Jiggleham, how you jigging? How's your ham jiggling? As it plays, the aurora carries the frequency away from the lighthouse. Throw it back! Throw it back! Throw it back! Out of here. Sudden heavy hit of freak in the air. Route 7 did not stop between the two reflective sides of mile 1 We got out, thought it was a moose, but there were no lights, just the engines roar. And please, if you heard it, don't look back no matter what. The statue's eyes are glowing green. It seems to have become larger. A totem in the depths of the forest glows sickly green. A cultist stands nearby. My partner stepped out for a smoke and saw something on the website. I blinked and that was it. Car's empty, but engines on. Doors slamming, cabins full. I heard someone sitting down next to me. No one's there. Please don't stop here. Just keep running. Fine. Those bastards, the cultists, they've reached my island. My island! Quick, I need help from the city, and they need the strength I can give them. Strength? You mean Ember? You saw Drake, didn't you? He can break a tree with those bare hands. If we join forces with the people of Blackfort, we can show the cultists their place. What is Orphan? Looks like you've learned too much about our business. Orphan brought us embers. We found him in the cliffs near our island. His belly was torn open and something like tar was oozing out on his skin. It solidified instantly. The cultists attacked the island. So far, they've only surrounded us, demanding the hand over and the giants. Like hell, I'm making a deal with those fanatics. We have to stop them. Okay. Darn problem. So, draft 4. So he has to stick to secondary. I can't send him anywhere. Raven's Island. Blackford is just not available. Gotta send him around. Yeah, that seems about right. I don't think there's anything wrong with that route. Hope you're doing your job well. Looks like Captain Drake wants something. What is it? I heard it all, Keeper. The time has come. I have to. I must. I'm gonna destroy that thing. We can't end up with the cult, or worse, in the city. What's your point? Just take out the bullet and throw yourself. What does it matter how I do it? If there's even one chance to
I'm taking it. And look at me. I can't, damn it, not anymore.
Good luck with your hunt.
Thank you, Keeper. Farewell.
And this is only night 12 of 15. I still have to go further. This is a wildly busy night. Is that better? Wait a minute. I am so sorry. You guys couldn't hear me at all. All hell broke loose. Can you turn the music down just a wee bit? I'm so sorry for not noticing that. I need to be more attentive about that. The abyss stares back. Yeah, music is a bit high. Did the captain take a shot of the shock jockey? Also might need to turn your mic up as well. My mic is actually pretty decently high. I'm gonna give the GPU a moment to like have a break there. This game is actually pretty demanding on my GPU, much to my surprise. You tell me if you can't hear me, okay, Chad?
Keeper, you are sheltering enemies of the Great Old One. The soldier who tried to harm the flock. Sooner or later, he will learn the will of the Great Old One. He will become one of us.
He will stay at the lighthouse.
That's your choice, Keeper, but you're only making things worse by keeping him there. The Great Old One won't be pleased. Send him to the village. Keeper, we need him.
I don't freaking care what you have to say there, pal. Things are being a touch creepy tonight. Cthulhu Fidi. Am I still audible in comparison to the craziness of the game?
Keeper, you think you can handle the power of the lighthouse? You think you can do what must be done? The book only opens to those ready to make a sacrifice, Keeper.
Haven't I sacrificed it?
Get ready. You want to see your family, don't you? Soon, the aura will reach its full strength, and so will the lighthouse. And I and you will finally be free.
Someone's at the door again. Time to let it all go. Why do you keep resisting? You keep the lighthouse to yourself, don't you? Why do you need anyone else? Tell me, are you finally alone or not? And what if I am alone? What do you think? This isn't your world, not your story. Come with me, I'll take you back. Well then, maybe we'll meet again somewhere else. Farewell, Keeper. Okay, well, the boy just left. Slipped away from his nanny. I suppose she's still upstairs. Oh no, he's still here. It's mighty dry in here, Keeper. Nope. Eyes are coming through the walls. Stock up on guns. Jim, get over here. We'll blow their heads off as soon as they come near. Call sign, hydraulic issue resolved. Ready for removal in 10 minutes. We have 18 people aboard and 6 are guests.
Lighthouse, this is urgent. Are you okay? Okay, how are you doing? Seems fine, though the wind sounds like it's whispering. On your journey? Everything's fine, nothing unusual. Alright. Let's check the documents. Okay, check the documents. Seems to be in order. Draft 24, that's a pretty deep ship. Rescue vessel for Deep Creek. Okay, we can send it to Deep Creek. ID is 1455811. Okay, Abigail Miller. Seems good. She's here. Gotta route her up and around. So. Where's received entering the harbor transport? Wait a minute, what? A ship entered the restricted zone. Check the additional map before guiding. What restricted zone? You're not even paying me at this point, bro. Oh shit, did I just send them up through this? Oh no. That ship is gonna run aground or something. Out of my lighthouse, Cthulhu. Constantly with this freaking bullshit. Oh no, the boy in the yellow raincoat. The kid is the keeper of the realm, eh? We all float here. Okay, what do we got? Search the frequency again. Hey, up. Militiaman. Hey, up there on the lighthouse, we got into some fog right after leaving the city. We need navigation to open waters. Got a couple of tough guys with me. Come on, Keeper. These guys are solid. We've already made arrangements. Together, we can restore order in the city. Come on, Keeper. Lead us out of the fog. You want the city flooded with Ember? The cultists have gills and enhanced bodies. We can use some upgrades, too. We can always get off the stuff later if we have to. Isn't Ember what you're fighting against? If you can't fight it, control it. Mr. Bennington's a smart guy. He'll do things right. Only those he trusts will get this stuff. There's no other place to send him. Great, going in that direction. Looks like Soldier wants something. Keeper, I think it's time for me to go. I know there are a lot of guys out there. I need to get to them. Do you want to help the military? I have to help people if I just sit here in the basement, who will I end up being? I have a duty, and I must fulfill it. The cult is hunting you. They'll get you. I'll try to be very quick. I know where the guys hid a couple of boats. I'll get there and find more survivors. I'm sure there are still some people left. Do your job, and I'll try to do mine. Have a safe journey. Thank you for taking me in. This lighthouse is really special. Farewell, Keeper.
The Great Old One is coming soon. We can feel it. We've already begun the transformation. Now we live in happiness, and our next goal is to share that happiness with the people of Blackfoot. Yes, we couldn't get Morphin's power, but even without it, we can show people the right path.
You want to destroy the town?
Of course not. We found happiness, Keeper. Happiness in worshipping the Great Old One. He gives us his attention in return. We don't fear the dark. We know what we want. We can be with the loved ones we lost.
What happened to you?
The Great Old One cured me of disease, made me a stronger. You're not going to say you hate me just because of how I look.
You want revenge for Jackie?
I've let go of vengeance, Keeper. The Great Old One gives me the strength not to dwell on it. That woman stole my son, but I don't want to hurt her. I want to show her the true nature of the universe. And Jackie, he'll return to me once Blackfoot accepts the Great Old One.
Death is natural for humans.
The Great Old One opens up new possibilities. He's awakening and the world is changing. We have to learn to live with the new world.
And people don't want to be fish folk.
What difference does it make if you breathe with gills or lungs? What difference does it make if your skin is smooth and covered in scales? The important thing is being with your loved ones, knowing they're okay.
I spoke to Eleanor.
There's still a chance for her. Oh, how I miss her. She died, gave herself to the sea, just to bring me back at least one of our sons, Jackie. It was all the seals of the spells of the Old Keeper, of this lighthouse. He twisted the Great Old One's power and locked it away. When the Great Old One arrives, the seals will break, and I'll be able to free her.
What do you want from me?
Help me change the world, Keeper. The people of Blackfoot think we're a plague. That we'll come eat them and their children. But all we bring is a new order, a world without conflict or suffering. Where we will defeat death, live forever, in joy with the ones we love.
People aren't ready to give up their freedom just for immortality.
Everything's changing, Keeper. Don't you worry about your own family. Wouldn't you do anything for them if you had the chance to save them, even if it meant making a deal with the devil? Wouldn't you take it?
If you even touch them.
I wasn't going to. Put yourself in my place, Keeper, and think again. The lighthouse holds great power, and you decide which way the world turns. All I ask is that you make the right choice. Support the Great Old One and his flock. Save them from the ignorance of Blackfoot's fools, and the Great Old Ones will reward you. Farewell, Keeper.
He's such a lovely guy. Got watchful eyes hanging around here. Thank God I had that oil there. Don't freaking dare. Out of here, Cthulhu? Not here to play your games. He's calling in dreams down there. I saw a city. They all stand in a circle, faceless. They know his name, but they whisper, I can make it out. Praise the Great Old One, Keeper. Do you really eat children? The Great Old One brings truth. He brings eternal life. You just refuse to accept it. Do you remember your past life? My old life brought me only pain and suffering. Okay. We are not going to give you passage to the city because we don't want to give it to the cultists. Draft 13. Okay, so you can go through most of the waters. Other ships must be guided in a sense suspicious to blighted reef. Okay. Here's where it needs to go. So, just around here. The path is clear, Keeper. People must touch the truth. Who shut the lights off? Shut the light. Shit. Let's go talk to the priest. Restore a tiny bit of my sanity. Shit. Okay, the antenna's down. That was a bad round. There we go. Put all my paintings back where they belong. Double check that the lights are on in all these rooms. Looks good. Cool. Okay. Yep. Okay. Everything's good. Search the frequencies again. People will spread the word of truth. Okay, so, send all of the suspicious devices to the lighted reef. Okay. Lighted reef. Draft 1. Oh, you can go through basically everything. Will bring them the truth keeper. Sure you will. Oil lamp. The human mind cannot handle immortality. That's fine. They won't be human anymore either. Yeah. It's gonna hit the minds. Graffiti. It's a bit of a rough night, man. Long up. I hear your thoughts. Ship signal to sea. Lighthouse, we're approaching. Are you okay? The ship, it doesn't feel responsive. Let it feel stiff one moment, lose the next. How's your journey? Nothing out of the ordinary. All good? Okay. Appropriate here. Grace Johnson of the Horizon. C990P, draft 3. That means you can go through all waters. 1349. Yep, looks all good. you're headed for Sandport. If the port is unreachable, guide Blackfort, okay? No problem. Instructions received, heading to port. Thanks for the help. Things are a slight odd tonight, man. Post 47, come in, confirm. Just tire tracks, headlights in the woods, but nothing else. Trying to reach the driver, no response. Getting closer, doors open, engines running. Speech, fragmentary memory, fragmentary. I was part of something greater. Objective, restoration, reconstruction. What the hell? Architecture of the old world, not found. Lighthouse, we're approaching. Waiting instructions. What's the situation on board? Crew's restless. One of the sailors said he heard something from the water. Anything interesting out at sea? The sea's quiet, but the horizon looks oddly lit. It's like there's a haze. Okay, so call sign CRG 45KM, CRG 45KM, 192745, 192745, 9332, Cody Miller. Cody Miller, Crawford, cool, okay, you are headed for Arkham, which means you can draft 4, you're fine to go, you seem just perfectly hunky-dory. That's odd. My camera's not recognizing it as a QR. Okay, let's check around for some more graffiti. I'm certain Cthulhu's come through and done a couple of things. As always is the case. He's doing another one! Back up there. This is a long night, man. You hear the whispers in the depths and calls to you just as once called to us the great old one is awakening, and you have been chosen to be the first witness of his advent. Stop clinging to the false shackles of order and disparity. Accept the truth. When the waves engulf the city, only the faithful will become part of the new dam. Lighthouse, come in. This is Emma Rose. Do you copy? How's the ship? Quiet except for odd noises in the cargo room. Maybe rats. Anything interesting at sea? The sea's acting strange. Waves seem to match the rhythm of our engine. Check the documents. Straight up suspicious vessels. Suspicious need to be sent to the lighted reef. Draft 13. Keeper, do you copy? This is the sheriff. You asked me to inquire about your family. What'd you find? Slow down. I went to the house and it's abandoned, Keeper. No one's lived there for about 5 years, and that's not all. the house was fine. There were still a few things inside, an old radio station set up, for example, but everything's filthy, covered in dust, the windows are boarded up, and the property's been foreclosed for years now. Maybe they're with her sister. Her sister left Blackford years ago, Keeper. Your wife has no relatives left here. What does it all mean? I checked, Keeper. You haven't lived in that house for 5 years. You were renting a place near the port to be closer to work. None of your colleagues ever saw your family, so is there something you want to tell me? I heard them on the radio. I requested logs of your communications from the past few days. Every time you spoke with your family, it was static. Maybe they evacuated? The forest is surrounded the town, Keeper. Evacuations happen in guided routes. Everyone who leaves is recorded. Your family's not on any list. Where is my family? They're gone, Keeper. They died 5 years ago. I went through the city archives. If you want, I can fax you the newspaper clippings. Send me the papers. Car crash on Highway 255. A tragedy occurred on the highway leading to Blackford. In the evening, a severely intoxicated driver veered into the opposing lane, and as a result of the collision with an oncoming vehicle, the latter overturned. The driver of the other car, a woman in her 30s, and her young daughter both died at the scene. A case has been opened, and the crashes are being thoroughly investigated. But I heard them. You wanted to hear them. Maybe the aurora affected it too. Think about it, Keeper. You've been living with this for years. No therapy. And when the chance came to escape all of this to the lighthouse, far from all the memories, you took it without a second thought. How could I forget? I'm sorry, Keeper, I truly am. But someone had to tell me. Get some rest. You need time to process all this again. I'll be in touch. Shit! Activate my camera now. What's with the QR code? I don't know. I can't get my phone to activate on. It's an ad for another game because the QR code just will not activate for me. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Statue's eyes are glowing. Okay, so if I shut the lights off, okay, there's actually a bunch of freaking graffiti all over the place that I can't see because the lights are on, which is an interesting idea. Graffiti here. I had to put a sufficient distance between the code and my phone for it to activate. Man. Guess the awkwardness of the way that it works. Let's do a touch of fishing before we close the day out, yeah? I was not expecting that twist. I was not expecting to be this immediately gripped. I wanted to have something to listen to while I played Reclaim for another 10 hours straight, but now I am just on the edge of my seat. You are coming in on what is close to the climax of the game, Wither. We just finished day 12, and you have to survive for 15 days in this lighthouse. So... Fish. Yep, it's fishing time. The climax. Everybody loves the climax. I should record my climaxes. Oh wait, I am. Right now. On stream. Enjoy, chat, while I climax on stream. And then I clean it up. Like a good maid. I have no context, but I saw the name Innsmouth, and so I don't think I need any more context than that. That's exactly what you think. Venus. Don't tell me of all the things that chat would throw money down for. It would be an OnlyFans where you get to see me climax on stream, and it's specifically nothing but a whole bunch of like hentai games where we specifically supercut all of the climaxes from the sex scenes and like the extremely over the top voice acting. I've said words, and I've said them irresponsibly. Well, if you want suggestions, God. I still think you could have a lucrative career as an RP ASMR YouTuber. I mean, I don't doubt that possibility. I could probably do something to the effect of it rather well. One more fish, come on. And then I have to, I need to, you know, use the necessities after this. I got 2 cups of coffee in me, and I got another one coming soon. All right, you know what? 2 fish right now is Two fish is good enough for the moment, okay? We will just back out of the game for a bit here. oh, wait. I can go back to grab the fishing rod and just stand out here and let you guys listen to the ocean. Whoops, didn't mean to press that button. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and take care of some business.
I go through all that trouble and I forget to unmute the mic, of course. Of course. What could be more natural than that? Nothing could be more natural than that. Oh my word. Okay, I have a moment to actually look at what chat has been saying. ASMR, your capitalistic boss is trying to convince you to join his newest MLM despite the fact that you don't even get paid in the first place. It's like listening to Will ignore his alarm when... I'm going to take a hammer to that alarm, to be honest. It's like listening to Will ignore his alarm when waking up all over again. Hey, you haven't had to deal with that in a hot minute. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Especially with a migraine. God. Will knows we like him because still sticking through it. It true. Insomnia be damned. Of course my internet decides to crap out now. Oh no. Oh we. I live, finally, Bride of Frankenstein. I hope that your costume turned out well, and I hope that you really enjoy your the little party that you're having tonight. I say little party. I don't even know if it's small or not. Put a little bit of distance on the mic there. Well, NB, you deserve best wishes. You've been very, very kind and quite generous. You've actually got me in a situation where I have to start taking photographs again and whatnot because you're gonna do. You've done a hell of a job throwing down. So my parents are gonna be here in a few. Oh my! Whatever will I do whenever your parents could potentially see me? A grown man dressing up. Bish. Trying to correct this collar thing a little bit. Have it folding at the right spot. Meaning I will have to leave stream. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But hopefully you'll be able to get through the VOD or something and see more. Okay. Let me correct the camera. And we will crash out for the night, get some sleep, or for the day actually, because of the way this game works. Crash out for the day, and see what the third to last night brings us. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna get the fish out of the box. And we'll call it a night, yeah? Unknown date. I don't know what day it is today. I hardly ever go outside. The seals I placed on the tower focused the lamp's power into the basement. There, in my laboratory, I placed the book I found, the Necronomicon. Like the seal, it contains the immense power of the Great Old One, who is sleeping between realities deep in the ocean. The Elder and villagers have been trying to reach him for centuries. To do what? To be in eternal worship? Fools, they will all perish when I am finished. Chapter 4 is complete. Battle outcome. During the battle, the missile boat's Swift narrowly avoided sinking. However, this didn't change the course of the fight, and the military forces were defeated. Anarchy. Seizing the moment, a local Blackfort businessman takes control of the city and promises to rid it of all mutants.
the captain's last course. Captain Drake chooses to sacrifice himself to destroy the creature producing the growing crystals. No one else should suffer because of that abomination. Acceptance. The Keeper finally faced and accepted what he's been running from for so long. Ashes of regret. The courier sought death, but even when it came, he couldn't find peace. Now his empty shell grieves for all he failed to become. The shelter. A strange boy opened a passage to a distorted dimension where the dark entity was hiding. Oh shit. Oh boy. Oh man. You always knew, my love. You knew we had died. You have to move forward, Daddy. I don't remember how it happened. You moved to Blackfort. We came after you a month later. The car flipped several times. We were notified the next morning. By then, we were already gone. You're remembering, Daddy. I don't want this to be true. That's why you forgot us. You couldn't accept it. You lived 5 years like you were still just in Boston. Accept what happened and remember. As long as you remember, you'll be okay. My fault. It's not your fault. You weren't driving. There was nothing you could have done. You didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. Everything just ended. I wanted to be with you, but Mom and I, we made peace with it. And you will too. Once you accept our deaths, you can move forward. What about the talks on the radio? You wanted to believe you heard us in the static. You always loved radios. When we were scouts, we spent hours chatting over toy walkie-talkies. It made such a funny crackling sound. We'll never be able to be together. You know how the world works. Sometimes it gives, sometimes it takes. But each time, it gives us a lesson we must learn. A lesson to grow and to keep going. It's time to wake up. Remember us. Shit, man. Messes. Any other graffiti sitting around for me to clean? Alright. Ah, the cultist.
Keeper, the day of great merging is coming. You must be ready. We cannot allow anything to prevent the Great Old One from opening the path to transformation.
The Great Merging?
The Great Old One will come into this world to answer the call. He will reveal to us the secrets of life and death, the secrets of existence. The Prophet is preparing us for this, and we must prepare you, Keeper.
And the Great Old One?
The one who controls time and being, consciousness and dreams. He will bring happiness to everyone.
And the transformation?
Our shells prevent us from being truly happy. Emotions divide. Emotions divide. Death takes away those we love. A transformation will unite us.
Are you suggesting something specific?
Listen to the Aura, Keeper. It gives us strength. It brings transformation. The Great Old One will give you what you've lost, Keeper. Just let the transformation in. Farewell.
Keeper. I don't know if this is your fault or not, but now these fish freaks have taken over Ember. We must, Keeper. We must shut them down. We can't let them get to land. Gallows at the gates. Today, several suspected cultists and Ember addicts were publicly hanged in the main square by order of Hugh Bennington. Instead of the promised burning, their bodies were left hanging at the entrance gates, a new warning sign for those who are yet to be caught. When questioned by reporters about the brutality of these measures, Bennington simply said, "To hell with them," and ordered increased night patrols. Let them rot in the sea, these cursed fishmen. What are you planning? Got a little idea. Tonight's gonna be hot. Hot, Keeper. I promise you that. We'll knock those cultists right out of onto their scaly backs. Don't you think you're going too far? Have you seen what's happening out there? They're summoning the devil. We must burn out their heresy with the fire of righteousness. The cultists are planning something. Yeah, they're getting bolder and bolder. We are almost done building the wall around the coast, so hopefully that'll let us push them back. I guess I'll get to work. You've been at this job a long time, Keeper. I ought to send you some relief. Once we drive those fish freaks back to the island, I'll take care of that. If I shut this light off, am I going to find graffiti around here? Doesn't look like it. We do not care about this. It's going in the corner with the other junk that they've been giving me. Okay, mind and body come first. Nothing else is going to give me energy. Maybe I should hold on to the mushroom for like the last night or something. But they did say that tonight is going to be hot. Maybe I need to...
Ooh la la.
Oh my word, Kato, thank you so much for the subscription. It's good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money. Great to have you along for the ride. Welcome to the stream and enjoy yourself while you are here. Hello, Strife and chat. How are you all doing? It is a heck of an October and a lead up to Halloween. That's what it is. Oh, I only noticed just now that NB had to check out. Whoops. I'm getting double teamed by two sad games now. Man, they were dead from the start. 5 years before the start of the game. Yep. Heck of a thing. Okay. We'll do it. We'll eat that. Drink that. We'll eat one of these. And we'll do a touch more fishing. Not too much, though. Not too much, not too little. We'll just try to catch 2, maybe 3 fish. Just looking for something to watch while I eat. And lo and behold, yes, Static Dread has turned out to be a pretty good game. And I've only unlocked like maybe half of the achievements from the chapters I've done so far, because there's so many different ways that you can go with this. You can side with the old one, you know. You can side with the cultists. Whoop. I want to know what happens when if you follow the radio voice. Man, you'll have to grab the game to find that out on your own, because like this is, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying this, but I can't just, this is not a game that I can just blast through. And I'm fine with playing through it just once on stream. I could come back and do another playthrough on my own time, but I don't think that I have the wherewithal to do this another time on stream. I can only do these things on stream so much. Behind closed doors and with the camera off, though, oh my god, I can do it so many times. My word, this costume is tight. Oh, right, chat. We were having a discussion about a fairy costume. What is it? Just fairy wings and a crown is what's necessary? Is that the determination that we made? Nothing more fancy, just basically a bodysuit and a skirt? Or does it need to be a skirt or does it need to be a tutu? There's a difference. I probably couldn't sit down if I was wearing a tutu. Those are like specifically meant to be worn when you're standing and like twirling around and whatnot. That's not like casual sit down in a chair type of wear, is it? I've been playing The Outer Worlds 2. Can confirm the bad knees flaw is great. Oh, that's right. Outer Worlds 2 came out. Or are you playing a pre-release copy? I forget. I think a sufficiently puffy skirt can be in place of a tutu. I feel like you will like strange horticulture and antiquities. Probably would. How is the Outer Worlds? Well, how is the Outer Worlds 2 so far? Is it like building off of... You're playing early from pre-order. Ah, okay. I can understand that. Frankly, Kato, I'm surprised that you haven't gotten like a review copy or anything like that. Come on, you stupid freaking big wetness. Give me one more fish. It's pretty solid so far. Feels improved in nearly every way. Story-wise, is it building off of the first one? Or, you rarely get review codes? Really? I thought for certain you would get more of them. Then again, like, do you ever go out of your way to look for review codes? Do you message developers or anything like that? Are you even on Keymailer for that matter? Hello, Zouchin. Greetings. I'm on Keymailer. I just tend to forget to apply. Okay then. How many is this another scenario of like I caught 3 fish and I just wasn't counting? Then we got 1. Now we got 2. Okay, no, I do not have. I have enough fish for anything that I need, but I really want to get just 1 extra. My back fucking aches. That's not fun. Glad to see your bunny face, Zao. Any minute now. Come on, fishes. Just give me a little... Oh! That wasn't the type of fish I wanted, but okay. It's the type of fish that I got. Well... Okay, did I get all the lights on? Okay, the soldier's gone. Misty doesn't have anything to say to me. Lights are on in here. Lights are on in here. Is there any graffiti in here that I need to clean up? There are no lights in here, which is a bit odd, but okay. Okay, no helping it. It's time to get this party started. Night 13. That's like a much more subdued sound that I was hearing. The Outer Worlds 2 is a different system, Arcadia. So it's got its own stuff going on, but I'm sure more will reveal itself over time in connection with the first. That is interesting. You keep a girl in your basement? Jiggleham, she stays in the basement of her own volition. There's like a Cthulhu library down there, okay? So, like, just don't worry, okay? She's there. She's here on her own, doing her own thing, and that's all that really matters. And the child in the attic. Oh, for God's sake! You're making this out to be something that is not. Well, Keeper, it's good. It's a good day to burn some cultists. The boys are packing. The boys are packing into boats. We're headed for Outland. Get ready to welcome us there. Check the depth chart. Guide suspicious ships to the Blighted Reef for filtration. Distribute other ships to filtration camps according to their purpose and strength and defense. And today's instructions? Ah, right. There's only one important rule now. Don't let any cultists into the city. Keep those bastards far away from town. You're planning to attack the village? Yeah, time to give those fish freaks a fun night. We need to secure the harbor before they start making serious moves or wake their god. There are also ordinary civilians here. If you don't look weird, you have no gills, and don't worship squids, you'll live. The rest of them will chop into pieces. Wow. Copy that. Alrighty, Keeper, take care. Check the desk. Ship assignment. Okay. Ravens Island, Cypress Creek. This is Hugh Bennington speaking. Blackford's free radio reminds everyone of their important duty. Join the city's defenders, report the cultists to the city. Lynch them without delay. Clean. Jeez. Well, whatever I was listening to on the radio, it's... Cthulhu's having a fucking fun time tonight. You stop that? Stop that! Sake. Cthulhu is really going for it today. He's collecting. As long as she's happy. What? Hug the cultists. No, Kato, these cultists are really not interested in hugs, and if they are, it's very dangerous. Is it wrong that I feel bad for the cultists? You haven't seen what I'm dealing with in regards to the cultists. Oh, no wonder I can't hear anything coming in. That's awful. Kate Wilder from the TV crew. Seems like we've just been abandoned on the islands. Please respond. We are not alone on this island. Please send help. Can anyone hear me? One of our team members is missing. We stole a motorboat. There's someone on this island. Please send the police. Do not engage with him. Center, this is Squid 4 entering calm zone. Strange shadow spotted under the hill. Return angles don't match the chart. Pulsation at 15 hertz. Did we go up? Lighthouse, come in. This is Iceberg. What's the situation? Everything's fine. How's the journey? Sea's acting strange. Waves seem to match the rhythm of our aim. What are we looking at here? Okay. We've got the iceberg. Call sign STR511P. Okay. ID 2012777. 2012777. 200. Okay. Grace Illich. Looks accurate. You are going to Blackfort. Blackfort's not an option here. Suspicious ships to the Blighted Reef. Distribute the other ships to filtration camps according to their purpose or strength of defense. Okay, so... passenger vessel to Dead Fang Island. Okay, so Dead Fang Island. And here we're looking at... What's your draft? Your draft 2? We'll go through all waters then. Dead Fang? And there are no mines on the map this time, so... Cool. They're off to Dead Fang. We're off to see the Dead Fang, the wonderful Dead Fang was. Okay. Keeper, come in. After yesterday, I decided to check on you, see how you're doing. It must be hard when your whole world just falls apart. Seems like sometimes I still hear them on the radio. Due to the aura, the broadcasting is filled with static and strange transmissions. Every day I hear someone calling out to me too. I was sure they were still alive. They were helping me. I've heard of that. Your brain created a world where everything was okay, and without being able to face the truth, you believed in that world. You must accept their death, Keeper. Then you can return to reality. I don't even know what's real anymore. We have to deal with it somehow now. I've been watching over the town, and you wouldn't believe the weird things I've seen. The darkness twists reality. We have to learn how to live with that now. I'll do what needs to be done. The whole town is falling apart, but I guess you've heard that already. Seems like it's time to make some hard choices. For me too. I'm planning on joining the attack on Outsmouth. Maybe it's better to stay in the city and wait for them to kill us on their terms. You've seen what they can do. We have to use any opportunity that comes our way. It's time to act, Keeper. I'll help you. The sea is the most dangerous part. They could ambush us out there. Just guide our small fleet to the village. We'll handle the rest. That's all I ask. Just wait for the signal and do what must be done. For your sake, for your family, and for the town. Sheriff out. No graffiti so far. I spoke too soon. Alright, I'm a bounce. Have a good one and see ya. Have a good day, Jiggle Ham, and I hope your ham jiggles just fine out the door. It's only Mr. T to pity the God. Just wear some Kevlar, then hug. Maybe a raincoat. Oh my God. Would you do another playthrough but actually obeying the monster? In my own time, maybe. Turning off the lights, I don't know that that's a good idea, even though it has its benefits. Attention, all fish freak scum hiding in Outsmouth, we're coming for you. That's nice. Gotta knock at the door.
They're coming, Keeper. It's time for you to decide whose side we're You're on. The Great Old One will accept you and protect you. But will these faithless ones protect you when his wrath falls upon the city? Protect the lighthouse. Protect this island. Protect us from madmen. It's all in your hands now.
I don't want to accept your faith.
The Great Old One is coming, whether you believe in him or not, whether you accept him or not. Let him in, and he will give you gifts. Go against him, and he'll crush you. Be careful, Keeper. The Great Old One is already coming. Think about how you will appear before him. Accept his gifts.
Fuck you. What's out there? Shadows and fires can be seen in the distance. Around them are figures of locals looking more like animals. All cultists, villagers, and mutants have gone out to the main square. Fuck off. I don't want any of this shit. Cthulhu. Stop it. Stop it right now. Check for the... Oh, you and your freaking eyes. I have to, like, sweep through this. You stop that. You don't touch my freaking paintings. My photography. I decorate this place. I work hard on making certain that it's well kept. And what do? You pick up my stuff and you start flinging it off of the walls. Why is there an eye on that? The pictures are doing some weird shit.
Cthulhu, you rascal. He is waiting, Keeper. The Great Old One is waiting for you. We must show Blackfort true love.
You're a threat to the city.
We only bring the new world, Keeper.
Who were you before the transformation?
We were all just empty shells. What matters most is those who are dear to us.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Guide suspicious ships to the Blighted Reef. Okay, cool. The Blighted Reef. Draft 5. Stop that with the door, alright? Okay, so we don't really care about this guy. He can only go through the blue waters. Blighted Reef. Cool. Nothing unusual or out of the ordinary there. Great Old One won't forget you, Keeper. I don't really care about you, bro. You are not interesting. All right, good break. Now back to space capitalism land. Take care, all. Hey, you enjoy your time there, Kato. I'll catch you later. Good luck, capitalism. Time is nigh. The Great Old One awakens. He will show us the way to the new world. What do you say there, pal? Large iceberg sighted drifting towards the Narrows, roughly 20 nautical miles to the south. An expedition has been sent to explore the new landmass, but no word yet has been received. No word has been received as of yet. Come in, soldier to spawn. You're nearly out of time. Run to base. Come in. Keeper, it's time to defend the lighthouse in Outsmouth. The madmen ships are heading to the village to start a massacre. Accept the gift of the Great Old One. Save yourself, your loved ones, and the entire town. I'll never become a fisherman. Stop the Madman Keeper. Join us. Cthulhu fucking... Keeper, the cultists cast some kind of spell around our boats. Hurry, lead us to the village. We need to cut them open. You're planning a massacre? Is there any other way for these... Is there any other way with these freaks? Eye for an eye, Keeper. They want to take over Blackfort. We need to show them what we're made of. You're underestimating the cultists. Listen, I've slit the throats of at least 10 of those fish faces myself. A human shouldn't have scales. Can't you see that? Okay. Draft 12. 207 580 207 580 646. Okay, yeah. Storm. Hunter Carter. Okay, so draft 12 means that you are restricted to the dark blue sections. And you are basically right here. And you need to get to right here. Okay, I think that I can just route you through over to here. Finally. Looks like Deputy wants something. Keeper, I don't know what to do. The sheriff contacted me. They've landed on the island and plan to strike from the forest. They want me to help them, but this is genocide. We're just killing them, not even trying to talk or disarm. The cultists will turn the whole city into monsters. Are you saying that? At the very least, we could try to negotiate. This all started because we attacked them. But no one tried to talk. Everyone just went mad from the aura. Are you saying that the cultists are right and we should accept this new world? It's not about them or us. If we want to stay human, we must act like humans. What difference does appearance make if deep down you're a bloodthirsty monster? At the very least, we could try to negotiate. This all started because we attacked them. Okay, well, you want to disobey an order? I don't know what to do, Keeper. I'm supposed to be there to follow orders. My duty and my honor demand it, but I can't carry out a criminal order. And genocide doesn't fall under my values. Well, you can go and try to help them. They're my colleagues. If they start firing without thinking, maybe I can talk some sense into them. Thank you, Keeper. I'll go. What is this shit? Let's swig the coffee there. Check for some more graffiti back in the tower. So you finally get it. You get that your family left you long ago, but you can still be with them, all thanks to the Aura Keeper. Is this another lie? I've thought about it many times, but no, I truly want to help you. There are many realities connected through anchors. I'll show you. Show you how to drop an anchor into reality where you can be together again. Do I have to make a sacrifice? Give the lighthouse to me and I'll show you the way. The way to a reality where you can be happy with them. Let me into the lighthouse, Keeper. The lighthouse is mine. We'll see about that, Keeper, tomorrow. Very soon you'll be with your family again. Things are pretty quiet so far. Return to the beginning, synchronous failure, Lighthouse, come in. This is Dana Brooks. Thanks for the light. Can you guide us? How's the ship? Doesn't feel responsive. The journey course is steady, but it feels like we're being nudged slightly off course. You are suspicious as fuck. Let's see. Yeah, your numbers don't line up. Okay, so Guide suspicious ships to the Blighted Reef for your draft 2 so you can go everywhere. Following guidance. Ah. Thought I heard something. Any graffiti? Distorted creaking. You released him against me, didn't you? Damn Drake. He ruined everything, that bastard. He ripped out that creature's heart, then destroyed everything we had stored, all our supplies. Now he's here hunting me. But don't worry, Keeper. I have a surprise for him. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die with him. Hasta la vista, bit. Loud bang. Distorted interference. Looks like the pastor wants something. The time has come for me to leave you, Keeper. The darkness has descended upon the world, so I must lift my head high and walk on proudly. I am the light of the world. Who follows me shall not walk into darkness. You'll be safer in the lighthouse. The light of God has left this world. Demons rule here now. The Antichrist is coming. It's time to repent and wait for the last judgment, Keeper. What if the cult attacks you? The Lord will protect me, Keeper. It is time for me to stop hiding here. If I am destined to meet our Creator, so be it. My life was not without sin, and I am ready to answer for everything at the last judgment. Are you sailing to Blackfort? Yes, Keeper. The Lord has called upon me, and if we are to be destined to face punishment for our sins, then here it comes. So, it is time for me to spread the word of God among the people. Farewell. Oh boy. Stop that. You stop that right now. Man, the lighthouse is just emptying. Very steadily. The lighthouse is just straight up emptying. Something familiar can be heard in this frequency. The last notes drown static. The Great Old One has granted us truth. We must show Blackfort true love. Who we knew before the transformation, it doesn't matter. The Great Old One brings truth. He brings eternal life. Okay. No, you're draft 2. Okay. Well, that's fine. You can go anywhere, but I've got to send you to the guide suspicious ships to the Blighted Reef. Yeah, okay. So, Blighted Reef, here we go. And you can take any route, so. Thank you, Keeper. I won't forget you. God damn. Coffee's still brewing. Ugh. This isn't cool. Take a snack. Hello, Ratchet. No, you're not allowed up here. I can give you kibble, but that's about it. Here. Keeper, we did it. We drove them out of the village. I told you we could do it. Now the city has a chance. The team will stay here, and I have to return to the city. Did you kill the cultists? What choice did we have? It was either them or us. They were incredibly tough. We had to behead every last one, but now the village is safe. Are raids like this the new normal? These methods are necessary, Keeper. Times are dreadful now. I hope it all works out. You gave us a chance, Keeper. We must protect our way of life, our family, our faith, and our country. As long as I'm the sheriff here, there will be no cultists in this harbor. Sheriff out. It said check the guests. Militiamen. We got them. Ha! Too bad you weren't there. The way they squeal when you slit their throats. It's hard to resist. Well, the island is ours now. You can sleep easy, Keeper. Now you'll protect both the village and the city? Now we'll give them a fight, Keeper. Let them try setting foot on solid ground. We'll rip off every last fin. You slaughtered the whole village? A few locals might have survived if they didn't have gills. We just scared them off into the woods. Who knows? Maybe they just haven't had time to turn yet, but we can't have them nearby. I guess I'll go sleep easy. We'll get you everything you need tomorrow. Oh my word. Oh wee. I think you're getting the bad ending. Yeah, I'm starting to get a feeling like that too. Thing here. Let's go do a tiny bit of fishing before I call the night out. Yeah? That seems like the right action. Houses are burning. Blood-curdling screams and gunshots can be heard from the village. Okay, so that's what happened overnight. Shadows and fires can be seen in the distance. Around them are figures of locals looking more like animals. And we'll get away from the beeping freaking alarm clock. No one ever said that I was good at making choices. I may actually be particularly bad at making choices. Any minute now. Any minute now. If I can get 3 fish in the morning, I'll consider it a victory. Sega bass fishing. Yes. Word. What time is it? 3:49. It's not too bad. Come on, can I get one more bite? Just a single little bitey bite. Could you nibble on my tip, please? What? Is there a problem? I'm just looking for a little bit of a nibble on my tip from a... Okay, so there's one. Okay, so I've caught 2 fish. I'm trying to get a 3rd one. Why are you redeeming so many squats all of a sudden, chat? Is there a rhyme and a reason for this? Will, you are so silly. Oh, God. Why more squats? What have I done? What have I done to deserve this? Any minute now. Wow, the minute that I said it, I got another one. Okay. Hit the alarm. 13th wave. The locals figured out something's up. Every day they knock... Every day they knock on my door. I don't have much time. They've gathered near the village to cut off the connection, but I'm so close. They don't know what I found in the other realm. They must not find out. They just sensed that I was using their power for myself. They must not find the basement and the diary. I'll leave it in another dimension. The laboratory must be hidden too. I was so close. All that's left is to place the seals and open the funnel. The funnel will intensify the lamp and lens and strike Black Fort with the combined power of all realities. They will all pay for their ignorance. Oh my. Oh dear. Looks like someone's knocking on the door again. And what is... That is a very green sky. All that remains of the village is ashes. There are several gallows in the square with the cultists hanging there. Another totem. Eyes are drawn on them. They are watching me. They are evaluating me. Oh boy. How unpleasant. Hang on. Two, three, seven. Distorted noise. You always knew it, but refused to believe it. You wanted to hear us, and we came. We wanted to be with you too, Daddy. I didn't want you to cry. Hold on. And you know what? Tatsu gifted tier one sub to Jiggleham. 111 gift subs in the channel. Oh my god, that's so many. That is so many. All right. Oh wait. Not gonna lie, Hermaeus Mora is my favorite. Hermaeus Mora is interesting, but I much prefer Sheo Gorath. Sheo Gorath is by far my favorite. But Hermaeus Mora is pretty good too. My god. Aw, everyone got them all. Oh, are we complete? Oh, no, you didn't redeem all the squats, did you, chat? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You redeemed all of them. Thank you so much. Well, guess what, chat? Guess what? This is the end of the stream. I've been going for a little over 3 hours. I still have errands to run. I don't want to push this too late, and I'm ready for there to be a touch more to get done on Monday. Okay? 2 nights in Static Dread to get through is just right, I think. I've gone through, I believe, 13 nights. It's either 12 or 13 nights, and there are 15 in the game. So I'm getting very close to done. Very close to done. A good maid works hard for her master. Malakath is the ultimate. Man, what is Malakath responsible for? Isn't he like basically just depicted as an ogre or an orc? Yeah. Malakath is depicted as like an orc who does a whole lot of cavorting and drinking, right? Sanguine is the one who's responsible for like debauchery essentially. But there are 13 of them, and I do not remember most of the stuff about them. There we go. Hermaeus Mora is here. All right, well, chat, you've been a wonderful and a lovely audience. I'm going to go ahead and get these 50 squats out of the way, but I hope that you guys had fun. I don't know what the chances are of there being another stream later this evening with the team or anything. Probably majorly up in the air. But it's always a possibility, you know? It's always a possibility. And if I do so, you know where to find me, either here on Twitch or YouTube, whichever one you're watching on currently.
Outcasts, Pariah, and the Left Behind, basically. Okay. Because the last thing that I remember doing with Malakath was one of the missions in Oblivion, and I seem to recall that it had to do with trying to get the ogres that had been enslaved out of the mines or something. If I remember learning a while back, Malakath is the reason orcs exist due to corrupting their elven ancestors. That would definitely make sense. He not only does he accept the outcasts, sometimes he makes the outcasts. All right, chat. I hope that you enjoyed the costume. I will try my best to get an extra one together for my last proper Halloween stream on Monday. And maybe if you're super lucky, there will be one extra one next Saturday, but there's no telling about that. And hey, you know what? There's always the opportunity for additional costume streams whenever you guys can convince me to do so, because dressing up is fun, but it's also a lot of work. I want to make certain that it's sometimes I have to be incentivized to do it. In any case, chat, let's go ahead and get these 50 squats out of the way, and then it will be stream out. I hope I don't flip my skirt in the process. Ooh-wee. Oh my God. Man, what a workout. What the wonderful thing about the size of this dress is, it stops here. But my natural waist is here. Like this right here is my belly button, this is my waist. It is insane how high up this dress is. And frankly, I'm surprised that the skirt is only as It's not lower than it is, or higher, as it were. Oh, my word. All right, chat. Thank you very much for coming along. I hope you all had a good stream, and have a good evening. I'll see you all later. Until then, though, I can't wait to serve you again next time.